So, hi and welcome to this new stream. My name is Michael Novello, and at the moment I have still the music in the ear. One moment. Okay. Yeah, what is this about today? I have changed the title to Warhammer 40k Tabletop Game Asset. And what is this? I'm doing game assets for Unity, for the Unreal Engine. I'm creating models for CG Trader and so on. And what I want to do right now, because I'm a little bit into the medieval stuff and I want to have a break from time to time. So I thought, what can I do and still be creative and do something which is cool? So I decided, I searched a little bit and I stumbled over the Warhammer Universe. I did seen that in the past, but there was no really interest about that. And the last few days I researched a little bit and was going into the Warhammer Universe. For my bad, I have to say that I'm not really have a clue about the Warhammer Universe, and you can follow me here on my journey in the Warhammer Universe, how I create stuff. And the idea is that in the past I have done some 3D printing, jewelry and stuff, and yeah, I want to show you something which I have here on my table. One moment. First I have to do something here. Yeah, I have this I think this is mine. This is mine, yeah. The thing is, I want to provide something on my Patreon account as well for the people, so that there is not only warm thank you. No, you can get something. And I thought it would be really cool to make something like a tabletop game. And I'm not really good at this. I have no ideas. I have ideas, but to work out the whole tabletop game is ridiculous difficult. It's like to develop a computer game. And so I decided I do something for or with the Warhammer Universe. This means I'm creating the stuff I want to create is made that you can take the files and you can send it to your local 3D printing service or the 3D printing service I use Shapeways, by the way, and I have discovered that they have something new. But at first I want to show you something. This one here, this piece here, let's see, I cannot see in the camera. This is something I made 2 years ago for my wife and for my daughter. I've made two of them. This is mine. This is a silver one. They have a golden one. And this one here, no, this is silver. I have a golden one. It's gold layered, so the gold is going away. And this one here is silver, pure silver. And as you can see here, this is our zodiac signs. This one here is Capricorn. This is my sign. This is Taurus. This is my daughter's sign, and this is my wife. This is Sagittarius. I hope that is the right names for that. And I've made this with Blender, and I have sent it to Shapeways and they printed it in silver. And now I have discovered that they can even print in colors right now. One moment, I changed the camera. Or I changed the view. One moment. So Okay, here we are. This is the Warhammer side, but first let's begin with the Shapeways side. And the cool thing about that is they can print now multicolor things. I think I have to lower down the music a little bit. One moment. Maybe a little bit more. So I think this is okay. So as you can see, they provide now sandstone printing with multicoloring, and this is really cool. So let's go into the gallery real quick and let's have a look. And they have figurines made out of this, and they look pretty cool. And other stuff like some landscaping and so on. And this is really cool stuff, I think. So I thought it would be a really cool idea to make this in Blender. We make this in Blender, we do the texturing in Substance Painter, or in Blender if we're going to hand paint the textures. And then I try to make, I'm going to order one of these sandstone prints, and if it comes out that it's really cool, then I will provide you the links to the Shapeways shop, so you can directly, you don't have to upload it, you can directly order it in the Shapeways shop, or in connection with my Patreon site, but I don't know how I doing that right now as a donation goal or something like that. Currently, let's go to my Patreon site real quick. Patreon Michael Novello. Currently, I'm providing donators, supporters, sponsors, and I have connected this with the Blender Vault, but I think this is a little bit too less to provide you to do something or to be a Patreon on my side. So I want to connect this. So I will change the tiers here to, you'll get a print or something like that, or I provide you detailed files, information about the figurines on and the terrain data and so on and so on. So, but what we want to do, or what I want to do, is I want to go into the Warhammer Universe, and this is workshop gamesworkshop.com, and here's the German site. Maybe I can change it to English. Let's see, Deutschland, English, Canadian English. No, oh no, mate, no, Australia. We want let's go to US English. So we have to speak like we have a potato in our mouth, so we can, now we have the American side. Okay, as you can see, I was shocked about the variety of figurines of all the stuff which is here, and I really was overwhelmed with this whole stuff, because there's so much in there. And Necromunda, or the other stuff, if I look at the side here, and Space Marines, Ultramarines, Blood Angels, Dark Angels, Death Watch, Grey Knights, Space Wolves, Astra Militarium, Adeptus Ministrorum, Adeptus Custodes, Sisters of Silence, Adeptus Mechanicus, the Inquisition, the Imperial Knights, and so on and so on and so on. It goes. The list is nearly infinite. It's an infinity thing, I think, the Warhammer Universe. And what I think it's cool, if we look at the Warhammer, one moment, spaceship size comparison. One moment. Maybe I find it really quick. Yeah, there is it. Well, let's see. Images, and let's go to this one here. Let's see. This is a really cool spaceship chart. I got it, thanks. Then I want this image here. So let's see. If you see the size of the ships, these are nearly all ships which are somehow in the sci-fi universe. There's Star Trek, Star Wars, there's Independence Day, there is Babylon 5, and there's even the Warhammer Universe in there. And this is EVE Online game. And if you look at the gigantic size of the Warhammer ships, it is yeah, it's just crazy. And this makes me if we go look here, this is Star Trek. This is the Excelsior class of the Star Trek universe, or Bird of Prey here. It's really, they're really small against the other ships here. So yeah, and this is the Superstar Destroyer of Star Wars. And here we have, what is this? This is Galactic Empire, Star Wars. No, this is, what is this here? This is still Star Wars. This here is Star Wars. Lex the Dark Side, I think. This is the Dark Zone. Lex the Dark Zone, yeah. Alien. This is Sevastopol or not? From Alien. Yeah, Babylon 5, and as you can see, it's really big, and this is something which triggered me a little bit. So I love this style, this gigantic style. It's all oversized. If you have a look at this Warhammer art gallery, let's have a look there. Before we begin, this is my first stream in this field. So here I have found a site, by the way, which compares this guy has made his own Space Marine suit, and here's the size comparison from your normal human to a Space Marine. And a Space Marine, I think they are somehow altered on a genetic way, or they involved other way than the normal humans. And this guy built Warhammer Space Marine armor, and it's really cool what he has done. And yeah, I found this image here where the size will be compared, and this helps us to get the right size and blend them. Here we see this is 8 foot high. This is about 2 meters 43, I think. Yeah, 43. One moment, I need a lighter. Yeah, here. So yes, I know I'm smoking, and I'm smoking in the stream, and this is my stream, so I don't care. Okay, what I want to do right now is, let's see, this is the size which you're working with. We are working with the 28mm size. It's about, yeah, this size here. 2 meter 45 is 28 millimeters. It's about 1:60 or another scaling. This is not really clear what scaling they use for their figurines. And here we have so much things here. A Warhammer in the Warhammer Universe. There's so much art here. If you see that here, this gigantic swords, these weapons, these ridiculous weapons here, like that one, the standard weapon of the Space Marines, or these cool things here. This is really, really cool universe. So many things you can do. You can go with the fantasy wherever you want. This is really, really cool. There's so much we can see, and these are the normal guys, I think. Acadian infantry. I have to have a look on that. Like I said, there's so much I still not know about this, and yeah. So then I researched a little bit. What is the Warhammer? What scale they have? And on Quora, I find certain things. The battleships are 1 to 1,200. Then there's the Game Workshop, commonly accepted to be roughly 1 to 48. Another one says 1 to 56, and if I do the comparison, I'm about 1 to 662 or something like that. This is I don't know. So let's go with that a figurine is like that, is from here to here, 28 millimeters. And now we have to have a look on Shapeways again, to the design guides, and we have to look how big we can go, how detailed we can go with the models. And as you can see, the minimum supported wall thickness here is 2 millimeters. We can they can print in 250, 380 to 200 millimeters. This is really big, I think. 25 millimeters, 250 millimeters to 380 to 200. It's really big. So the supported walls minimum size is 2 millimeters. Unsupported walls, that means all what sticks out is 3 millimeters thickness. So we have to have that in mind. Then this wires here, if you do something like this, it's 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters again, and here it comes. The minimum the embossed details which are sticking out of the model is 0.4 millimeters. This is really detailed, I think. So we can make really detailed stuff. So next thing is we have to when full course of the product contains hollow cavities, they are often still filled with powder. Even after they are removed from the build tray, small escape holes and difficult geometry can make it impossible to remove excess powder. So we have to keep in mind that if we do something hollow, which is the most things we do, they are hollowed. So we have to have a clearance for that, so that the powder can come out. So this is what we have to have in mind. And the accuracy, this is something I do not know why this is so much. This is 0.5 millimeters. This means 1 millimeter from here to here. And that is really, I think it's too much. If you see that here, 0.4 millimeters, embossing details, and if this the accuracy is 0.5 millimeters, it means that this can be 0.9 as well. So I don't know. We have really to look at that. So multiple parts. Do we have here something? Multiple parts, yes, we can do multiple parts. That means if we set something together, we put something together then, and we can separate this, and then we can put it together again. So we can, with one print, we can make multiple parts. Accuracy, yeah, okay. Print lines are stabbing. A staircase effect or print lines can occur on the surface, and it can become more pronounced on curved and angled surfaces. So we have to keep in mind that it is maybe not so correct here. It would be nice to have more of these samples here. So we have to keep in mind that we are working like this here. So maybe a little bit here is a gradient. This gradient is really cool, and yeah, maybe we can do something cool. Here we can see the steps. Yeah, here you can see the steps, how it looks. Okay, it's not so bad. The thing is, I want to know if this goes deep into material. If it's full blue sandstone or full gray sandstone, we can make some corrections with sandpaper or a small knife or something like that. So yeah, so let's begin. Let's open Blender and let's start. So let's close that here again, and that and that, and here's my Patreon site. This is still not done this side. So okay, at first we have to bring in this here. So I want to open Blender right now. So I hope so maybe we can make a little bit more music here. No, I have to have a look how it can I have a look on my stream, on my own stream? I have to have a look on the music. Maybe it's too loud or not. I have to control that first, or maybe someone can tell me if you can still understand me when I'm talking and the music is in the background. This would be really nice if someone tells me in the chat, please. So okay, so let's go and it's recover autosave. I think I have done something, and it was yeah, there it is. So I have put in this image here into Blender on the plane, so we have a little bit of a size. We know how big this thing is, and this unit here is 1 meter, 2 meters, and it's 2 meters 43, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's still too big a little bit. So let's scale it down about this here. So now we have 40, 43. One moment. This one here is to be 43. So for this size. Okay, this is our base size of a Space Marine here. It goes on here. Now let's bring in a cube or something like that, scale it down. We're pretty small right now. So if I put this here, so at first I want to make some blocks to have so that I can see how big this is. And yeah, oh, shame on me. Let's now let's go like that, so that we see, click on that so that I can select the vertices which are behind that, which I cannot see. So we're going to here, and I have to lower down the music a little bit in my ears. So, okay, cool. So this is the size of a Space Marine, and okay, so first let's have a look. I have some reference images here. Let's go through that and let's see what we can do at first. Let's do something. At first I want to do something really simple at first. Nothing special. One moment, please. What is this? What? Come on. Come. It's my little guy here. My little helper. One moment. I'm going to do another camera, stimulate big cam and make the transition. So let's go to that, and yeah, so he can be in the stream as well, my small little dog. I think this guy is in every stream. Der. Ja, habe ich mir toller. Ja. Yeah. Okay. So, okay. Go back to work. Transition. So, okay, again, back to the references. So, I think I have found something where we can test the abilities of shapeways. Oh yeah, let's make a bunker. So let's see. If this guy wants to enter a door, this is the next thing. We have to be aware that this guy has to enter somewhere. So let's go in there and let's see. So this guy is 1 meter, and yeah, I think this is a good size here. And maybe we scale in the X direction as well, like that. And then let's make something. Let's create here, just to see that. So let's make it like that. Okay, and delete the face. So now let's go back to material, and yeah, this guy can enter a gap like this. He can easily enter. Yeah, okay, so this is the size. Or we can go with the X direction a little bit smaller. So go with that. and on the height as well, I think. So let's get this, and let's say this would be cool as well. Yeah. So let's say this is the door size scaling. Then let's see. So let's make something really simple. Let's take a cylinder and let's make it 8 sides. Yeah. And bring it up. Okay, now I want to change the music a little bit. So let's go to this playlist here. This is more chilling. Or we go with, and let's go with that here. This not, one moment. This is, so let's go with that. Good old music. Down Under. Men at work. Like me at the moment. Okay, so we have to scale this down. Really way down here. Yeah. So this should be just a little bunker. So we have to bring it down. Oh. Yeah, like that. It's okay. And now let's see. I want to have this side here straight. So this is at 8 sides. So let's make calculation. We have 360 degrees on a circle. So we're going to divide that through 8. And then we have 45 degree. But we have to have the half angle. So we have to have 22.5 degree. So let's rotate it in the Z direction, 22.5. No, the whole thing rotates at 22.5. So now we have this straight, the front view, and we can work with that. So let's make this a little bit more interesting. Let's go in here and make this like that. So I have, by the way, I have here the units I have on metric, and we are on millimeters. One moment, let's see the length. And now we're not at millimeters, we have to 1. Yeah, it's 7.65 centimeters right now. It means it's like that. So if this is 2.8, it should be cool. Okay, now let's make here. We can 0.9, it's 1 millimeter. So they have set 0.4 as minimum. So we can go a little bit more. Let's go with 2. Let's go with 2 millimeters, like that, and extrude that and scale it and expect for the Z direction and bring it in a little bit, like that. So that we have a nice, yeah, something which breaks the geometry a little bit. So now let's go in the front view, and let's go in there, and let's move that down here as well, like that. So I think this is okay. And now let's go into the face mode, and let's bring this down. and scale in the X direction. So like that. Yeah, I think this is should be cool. So let's go in there and let's go to solid mode that we see a little bit more, and let's go with ambient occlusion. So now this one here. And let's see where we can put this. This is just to have a mods, and I have walked 500 more. So this is the door size. So let's go into that again and let's adjust this a little bit. Oh, we are fairly good here. Not so bad. So let's go with that, and let's move that a little bit more. Scale X. Let's go with that. Let's go extrude this inwards about in the Y direction. Oh, sorry. We have to choose the face and extrude in the Y direction and bring it in just like that. And now we can move this here to the second layer, and we have here our door for the bunker. What we have to do, a bunker has some openings for the shooting, and so let's do this as well. Let's bring them in, and let's go with height of, yeah, let's go with that. Bring a second one in and make them like that. Yeah, this is cool. And now let's just make it like that. Just one loop cut, and just one time with the mouse wheel. So we can work with that. So, and what I want to test is, we are going to paint that in Substance Painter, and we are going to paint this with concrete or with concrete material, and let's make this here a little bit more like that. Yeah, this is cool. And I want to see if you're going to print that. I want to see how it comes out. So I'm going to first, we're going to remove this face here, because this is hello. This is we don't want a full-filled sandstone bamboo. This is has to be hollow. Hollow? Yeah, hollow. So I'm going to with a solidify, and let's see, micro. So let's see. Now we have 1 millimeter. We have to go in the other direction. Are we going with 2 millimeters? 2. Let's go with 2. This is the minimum supported wall size, I think. So let's see, shapeways, again, guidelines, minimum supported wall thickness. And I think we can do more. We can go with, let's make it thick. It's a bunker, so let's go with 5 millimeters. Let's go with 5. This gives us a real cool, strong bunker. So let's make the gaps right now. So let's remove these guys, let's remove the lengths here. And this one here. And then only select the... Oh, let's remove the faces. And as you can see, we have... we have now a bunker. Now we can add some more details, maybe to the top here. Really rough details. So let's make here just something like that. And because maybe this bunker is not made on ground, maybe a spaceship was coming and has dropped it, so we need something on top where you can grab it and lift it up. So let's make here something and extrude that. So let's extrude it upwards, and let's see the length of this. What? So let's see. 3 millimeters. Let's go with a little bit more. Let's go with 4 or so, 4 or 5 millimeters. Let's go with... Well, let's go with that. 3.5 millimeters high. And now let's have a look again on the specifications here. I have to put down the music a little bit in my ears. I hope it's not too loud in for you. So let's see. We have here, I want to make something which, yeah, looks like it is on top and it's strong enough to lift it up, so metal or something like that. And because the bunker is made out of concrete, maybe we can make here something like, yeah, some screws in the metal with some nuts. And they are screwed on the concrete. A metal plate was screwed on the concrete to lift the whole thing up here. So let's see again in the details here. Minimums embossed detail is 0.4 millimeters. It means half a millimeter in height, width and thickness, so we can make it really small. So for that I'm just copying this here, separate selection, and at first what we should do is that we can make that so let's see again, let's see the normals, where the normals are going to. They are very small right now. So okay, they're looking all in the right direction to the outside. This is okay. So we can make a new material. Let's call it concrete. So I need a little bit other music here to maybe a German rapper. Let's see. Masimoto, Materia. Someone in here. Oh, we have oh, I have copied the whole thing, I think. Ah no, okay, there's still this here. Oh no, that's not good to this music here. Let's make them chill out music. This is much better here. Better. Yeah, let's scale it like that, and yeah, we should pay attention to the printing. So let's extrude that, or let's insert that here, scale it, let's make it like that, and extrude like that, maybe a little bit smaller, like that. No. So let's make it like that. This is it's okay. So yeah, let's go with that and copy that. Let's make the selection separate and remove the solidify modifier and just scale it down or bring it up, so like that. Now let's go with the cursor to the selection and let's origin to the 3D cursor. Now we can work a little bit on this. So scale. So I want to have the length of this thing here. So okay, let's go and make it small. This is 2 millimeters. This is okay. Then extrude it like that. And I think this is cool. Okay, so we are going to well, let's place them manually. So we want to place some screws here, or some nuts, so that it looks right. Maybe they are really too small as a detail here, so let's make them. Hey, my lamp has died. One moment, please. Make a really quick coffee break, and I'm back in a minute. I'm back. Okay. Back to live stream. My light died because I had it on the batteries and not on the AC adapter, and yeah, it died. The battery died. So back to the live stream. Bam. Okay, now let's handle these details here. Because we want to see what it is, so we are going to make it a little bit bigger. So we want to see, I hope that shaping can handle that. So let's go with that. And one more screw here, like that. So in the middle, something like that. So, okay, and let's copy that and bring it over like that. And maybe one more time rotate it in the Z direction 90 degrees and bring it down. Like here. Copy it again and up like that. Oh, and now we have to, let's copy that and bring it into the, and bring it here. It's not, I think there's not too much, we have not paid too much attention to. Oh man, my English is one wall free. Förste Sahne. There's a phrase is called einwandfrei. Einwand means Wand means wall, but if I say Einwand, it means I have something to say about that. I have a different opinion. Ein Einwand. Is a different opinion, and if something is einwandfrei, it is good. It's without any other opinion. You can say nothing about that bad. So it's cool. And if someone say my English is yeah, einwandfrei, mein English ist einwandfrei. That means that someone says my English is very good. So einwandfrei. And in English, if you translate that word for word, it means one wall free. So, but if you only separate the words. Okay. And Sahne is what is Sahne? Cream. In Germany, if something is really good, we say erste Sahne. Also first cream. I don't know why. Maybe it comes from older times when you have made cream and it is a little bit older. It gets not better. So maybe it's from there, and that's because if you say it first Sahne is yeah, Denglish we call it, a mix between German and English, Deutsch und English, Denglish. Okay, now we have the nuts here. It looks good. Let's make a handle. Let's make a handle. Let's have a look on this here. Oh yeah, we can make this really rough as well. So let's take a cube. Scale it way down. This is way too much. I have to make some, I think some adjustments and preferences if I work like that. So let's make it like that. Oh no, let's bring it to the selection to 3D cursor and bring it down. And now let's first let's make this here, and let's add a mirror modifier here. Mirror first in the x-axis, so we're going to move that in X like that. And let's copy that and move it over. And no. Let's not copy that. Let's get rid of it. So, and just mirror it and the y-axis as well. So if I now do X vertices and I get this here and I move it over, I have two of them. Yeah. So now I can scale this down, bring it down, scale it maybe in the Y direction, bring it up, and make 3 of them and 3 loop cuts and bring it down like that. And let's deselect these ones and bring it down again like that. So we have something really rough here. Maybe we can scale it in the X direction a little bit more like that. And now let's see. We have to add something. Let's go with a circle or cylinder. Yeah, let's go with cylinder and make this a little bit higher. Let's go with 32 and scale it down, scale it way down. Scale it down. So I'll rotate in the Y direction by 90 degrees. And now let's bring it over and scale it except for the X direction like that, and bring it down. Scale it in X, scale it X, so like that. And now let's bring it to the right position here, somewhere here. And let's scale it except for the X direction and make it a little bit bigger like that. So now maybe should be smaller, a little bit more. So okay, now we have here to and we can make here an edge split as well. So now we have some simple handles where I can carrier grab the bunker and can lift it up or bring it down, and this is, yeah, this is our bunker here. And we have this here now nearly finished here. So we can apply the mirror modifier. At first I should save that. So let's go to, should I make a new, no, I don't make a new one. I'm going to Warhammer 40k and I say new directory and it's models. And let's go in here and say bunker, let's call it bunker 1. Maybe we make some more bunkers. So okay, bunker 1. Okay, so let's save that. Save file, please. So, okay, now I'm going to, let's see, we applied the solidify modifier, I think. Apply. So now we have a little bit more geometry here, but this doesn't matter really. I think we have to do some, maybe here and there, some corrections. I have a bad feeling about that. So let's see if we go in there and no. So let's go with that, and let's bring this together by Control J. And let's add again the edge split modifier so that we have something like that. And now let's go in there and make some of these corrections here. Let's go to the vertices snapping and Let's go to vertices and let's see. Why is that? This is because this here, grab. Not like that. So let's see that. Grab. Do we have? Yeah. Okay, grab in X. So grab in Y. So okay, this is good. This here as well. Grab in X. Grab in Y. Grab X. Grab Y. This may be a little bit annoying. Grab X. Grab Y. I don't know what I have done wrong here, but sometimes shit happens, and it happened to me this time. So grab X, grab Y, and this is not correct here. Grab Y, grab X, grab Y, just one more, grab X, grab Y, Y. So, okay, we have here still the same problem here. So let's, I don't know what happened here, but sometimes grab Y, this, grab X, let's see, this is not what I wanted, so let's make this like that. Where I am here. Grab X, grab Y, Y. So, okay. This is still not working because this is not on the right place. So grab in the X direction. Grab these in X. See, like that. Do we have to have this grab X? This thing is, do we have to have this here? Well, let's see. Let's remove these here. Let's do that. Yeah. Okay. Now let's go through that and really quick. Really quick. And let's remove this in the inner part, these inner parts here. We don't need that. So we can remove. Can we remove all of this? What is or is it then affecting the door in some way? No, it's not affecting the door. What do we have here? What is this? What is this? What do we have here? Yeah, this is, if I remove this edge here, what is happening here? Is happening something? No. So let's see, we have to remove this here as well. So let's go there, there, and now let's bridge edge loops. So now we have like that, that's okay. Now let's see what we can do here. Again, this is closed, closed, closed. This is all closed. So we can say we are finished with how it looks inside. It doesn't matter really. This is just a proper which stands around. So let's see. So we can. Yeah, let's now let's go in there and let's make the whole thing the metal parts, which is metal and which is, so we can make a color ID right now to paint it in Substance Painter. So we don't need much of these color IDs. I need maybe the screws here. We have to join them as well. Let's see. Let's join it all together. Come on, J. Okay, now again the edge split modifier is gone. So we have to bring it in again. Okay, I think this is looking good. Now let's bring in the pivot point. This is something which I have to pay attention to. The last selected object is your active object, and if you join something together, you press Ctrl J, the pivot point is going to the last active object gives the pivot point. So we have to correct that. Selection, no, back cursor to selected, and now origin to 3D cursor. Now it's correct. It's where it should be, or not. Doesn't matter. Let's move the why I can't move the Space Marine. Oh god, we have joined it as well. Okay, so we separate the selection and let's move it to the layer 3. We don't need that. Let's see. Okay, it looks good. Looks simple enough to print, I think. And we have a hollow here, and that's okay. The wall thickness is okay. I hope this is going well. So now let's choose that and that, and let's go to the materials. What's the hell? Fritzke Ursima. Okay. I don't know what the hell. Where does this come from? Okay, remove. This is not really a material when I have okay, let's add a new material, call it metal 1. Let's call it metal 1 here. Give it a color. Let's go to emission shader and let's give it a color like green. So material green. Now the concrete okay, moment. Assign. We have to assign that. So this material here, I want to have as well the same material which is on the I cannot select that. This is okay. Let's go with faces, so it should be better. So this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one should be the same metal as the plate. So I'm going to assign this as well to this group, to this color group. And now let's go through the screws. So let's just select them real quick. And this is, by the way, the playlist of Gronk, one of my favorite Let's Players here in Germany. Okay, done with coffee. Oh, it's 12 o'clock. Okay, yeah, it's another metal. So let's make a new one and let's call it metal 2, and let's go to a mesh material and let's make it blue. That's okay. So let's make it blue and assign. Okay, now let's select this as well, and now let's invert the selection. Control I is invert the selection, and now we go to concrete, emission, and let's make it red and assign it. Okay, now we have the bunker. What I can do right now is not you. We remove doubles. Do we have some doubles? No, we have no doubles. So it looks just funny. Why it looks so funny here? Why does that look so funny? Eh? Okay. Well, let's... Why are these so many faces? Remove doubles. Cannot be. There's something wrong here. Okay. Why the heck? You know what? We make it like this. Faces. This face. And this face. And now let's try that bridge edge loops. Yeah. It's working. Okay, this face and this face, bridge edge loops, and now it's working correctly. Okay, so now now we have to do UV unwrapping, unwrapping, UV mapping we have to do. So let's go to the UV image editor and create a new image and call it color ID, or let's call it bunker 1 color ID, a color ID together. Okay, so with a resolution of 2048 by 2048. So let's go okay, and let's use smart UV projection, and let's go with a 0.001 maybe 1 millimeter. So okay, and now we have unwrapped the whole thing. And now we can go into the materials. We have to go into the notes here. And what I want to do over the time, I want to create, if we do that with the Warhammer Universe, I want to create some templates so that I don't have to do this work over and over and over again. So I tried to figure something out, and yeah. So let's add a texture here, and I hope I do not miss something in the chat. Nobody's chatting, so that's okay. This is, by the way, my next goal, the way to partner. Currently I have 72 followers. I don't know where they come from, but no, I don't want this image here. So I want to have the bunker color ID in this here, so I can copy that. Just select it, Control C, and then Control V again, and on this here as well. And now we can bake this real quick. We're going to bake, and let's choose the emitting material, the emitting baking. So because we have a emission material, and I want to have this. That's because I use emission material, because emission allows me to oh, moment, I have to remove this. Oh, it's so heavy. Oh, so fucking warm. Let's see what temperature we have in here today. Today we have 29 degrees Celsius, and my computer, what does my graphic card say? Oh, really cool, my graphic card. 34. Oh, okay. My ear's about 37 degrees. And the room temperature is about 28 degrees right now. The sun comes out. It's still not hitting my window, but in a few hours, in 1 or 2 hours, it begins to hit my windows until it's evening, and then it is really fucking hot in here. Yeah, so baking, bake, no valid selected object. Yeah, we should select this here. Yeah, the thing is, I'm baking with emission materials because emission materials are not influenced by any lights. It is just a plain color, and that's the reason why. If I do this with a diffuse material, I have always shadows. The shadows are baked into the texture, and this is not what I want, because I want to create the textures in Substance Painter. So now let's go on. This is finished, so we can save this image out. Save as image, and we have here the bunker 1, and let's create a new folder, call it textures, and let's go in there, textures, color, bunker 1 color ID, and let's go with a PNG file. It doesn't matter, this okay. So let's save this as image, and now we have to export this here to so that we can use it in Substance Painter. I prefer the FBX file format because it gives me the possibility to export smoothness and edge splits, because it has smoothing. FBX supports smoothing and edge sharpness, and this is what I want. So FBX is the file format I'm working with. It's I think Filmbox it's called. Okay, bunker 1 FBX file. So I'm going to make a new folder, and I call it FBX. And by the way, all models I'm creating in streams or in some other ways are available at CG Trader, or this one maybe at Shapeways, as well as print ready file. And this is what we are trying to do. And now I'm going to texturize it. For this I'm going to start Substance Painter, And then we are going to yeah, let's make a try at shapeways. I think I will then pause the stream for a while, and maybe we do now. What is it? What time is it? 12:20. Maybe another 2 or 3 hours we are going to stream, and then maybe this evening, but I don't know yet. No, I don't want again a new version. Oh yeah, one moment, I have to the license is expired. So let's go to the live pickcam. Oh, let's see. Yeah. Okay. So I can put in my license informations without no valid license available for this product. Yeah, it's available. I have to have a look. Okay, maybe next time I will check. Licenses. Substance Painter. Substance Painter. Maintenance assets. Ah, this one here. Why is this? One moment. These are my informations here. I don't. Okay, now it works. Okay. Okay, back to the live stream. Oh, back to the full screen, and now let's go to File, New. Let's select this. And let's go to my G, and let's go to Warhammer Models, Bunker 1, FBX, choose the FBX file. We are going with OpenGL, this is okay. We can add the color ID map here, and let's click OK. And let's see. Oh yeah, yeah. The typical error I did. Export FBX file, selected object, bunker, export. Yeah, this is something which is really important. You have always click on selected objects. If not, the whole scene, all models in the scene will be exported. So let's make it new and let's go with bunker FBX file, FBX again. Add a quick texture here and click OK. And we discard this. So now we have our bunker here, and we have the concrete, metal 1, metal 2. So now we can let's go with the concrete material and let's just add concrete. And it looks really rough here. Oh, I have forgotten something. This door here, I have forgot about the door. Okay, so we going back to Blender. And that is if you don't think enough. This is the problem. And obviously I'm not thinking enough. So I want to have this as well in this here assign. And now we have to bake the image again real quick. This takes a moment. And I wanted the last few days, at Monday, I wanted to replace my graphic card to a 1080 Ti. But if you want to try to get something like that, a high-end graphic card in my area, it's nearly impossible. Really, it's nearly impossible. I called in an area of more than 100 kilometers. I called several markets because I want to pay about $750 or $850 euros, about this. This is a good price, and they had an offer on the website, but the card is not available in the shops. So I will, it is ordered online, but it is still not here. Because I need really a graphic card update. Yeah, let's export the FBX file again real quick to be sure, and let's go into that, and let's go in edit project configuration. Let's reselect this one here, click OK, go to the resources, to the textures, then we have here this one, we reload that, and now we can oh, we don't need a color ID map, by the way, in this case, in this special case here, because I have separated I have exported with this here, so there's no need for color ID map. So let's go to materials back and let's see what we can do here. Maybe we should scale up this a little bit more. And it's not that good here. Let's see if we kick the normals a little bit in. We need a good texture because we are going to print that. So let's see if I put in another concrete, dark concrete. Oh, this looks not bad. So let's go in there and let's rescale that. Oh no, this is not good. So let's remove that again. And let's see what smart materials we have here. Smart materials. They take a while. They have to think about whatever. Maybe we're going with that material here. So let's see how it looks like. Okay, it takes a moment. It looks much better. It looks a little bit more destroyed, but what I want to do at first, I want to bake the mesh maps here. Let's bake all the texture sets at first. So we have all the things, the curvature, the position map, thickness, and all of this stuff here. It takes a while. Yeah, in the meantime, you can look at my face. Yeah. Today I was, by the way, at the post office, and I have grabbed a package with our new t-shirts for our racing track we have. You can see these are the new t-shirts we have. I hope you can see that. Maybe a little bit higher. But it was a fail. They have produced some of the shirts in my size. They have forgotten about the logo here. The black ones are really ugly because they have modified my image. I don't know why. I have sent them an image as image which works on red and black, and they have messed it up. I don't know why they messing around with that things. I don't know. It is really difficult with just such printing services from time to time, because they think they know all. And I asked him. At first, he wanted just a photo of the logo, just an image. So I said, okay, send one. It was a totally disaster. He placed lines with another color and so on. I don't know why. Then I asked him, okay, what do you want? Is it better to have an EPS file or a Adobe Illustrator file? It's okay, EPS file. And I sent him an EPS file. And again, he messed up. Then I said to him, okay, maybe it's easier for you if I send you an Adobe Illustrator file. Yes, this would be fine. Okay, then I asked him, what version do you have? Do you have the newest version? Yes, I have the newest version. This is the... Yes, we are state-of-the-art business, so we have the newest version. Okay, I sent him Adobe Illustrator CC 2018, the newest version. Adobe Illustrator file. He sent me something back, which was totally messed up, and I told him, why is that? What version do you have? Why have the CC? You don't have the new one, the CC 2018? No. I said to him, you told me you have the newest version. So why do you say you have the newest version if you don't have? So I sent him a version in his Illustrator version, and then he sent me something back. And it looked okay, but should we go with that? Just that. I think this is cool. Maybe we can, let's see, some alphas. Maybe we can do some... let's see. What can we do? I thought I can do some. Let's see. Okay, let's go with that. Let's first let's try to maybe to scale this a little bit. Can I go with that here? Folder, Dark and Mothy. This is something I hate on smart materials. If you want to scale something up, it is really difficult because you have to go into that and you have to scale the things on your own. So, but I'm going with that. Okay, so let's go in there and make it a little bit dirtier, the concrete. So materials, let's see, we have some grass, we have some ground moss. Okay, let's get the ground moss. So now we have that, so I'm going to scale it a little bit up like that, and going to add a black mask for this. And let's see, smart masks. So let's go in there and let's give it a little bit of ground dirt. Let's try it, how it works. Oh yeah, looks good, looks fine. And yeah, let's go with that, I think. Yeah, let's go with that. And now let's see the metal. Let's go to the metal and let's see which metal this is. This is the roof, and this is the cool thing about that. If you have to separate it, you can hide it. That's really cool. So you can paint on the other stuff here. The other problem is that we have 3 textures. So we have somehow oh, we need 1 texture. So you know what? I know this is annoying. I'm a really annoying guy, but I'm going to move that at the move to here. The whole thing. This one I want to move that here and go to the first layer, and let's get rid of the materials. New, and let's call it bunker 1. And hit enter. Let's export this again. I know this is the work is now, I've made the work double, but I want to have the best result then. So let's go to new, select the bunker again, and add the this one here and discard. The thing is, I'm still thinking about the best way to bring it into the printing. So I have to think about what is the best. With 3 textures, I cannot go with 3 textures. So only if I separate them in multiple parts, but I don't want to have just the screws here. This is too tiny, too little to print it as separate parts, I think. So again, smart materials, we are going to bake at first the textures here, and we don't need the ID. We have the ID map, and this time we use the ID map. Just wait for it. So this time he has only to calculate one texture set. So Okay, now let's bring in again the concrete material, smart material, concrete. Concrete, there it is, concrete. Okay, and because I cannot I have to separate my materials here, so I'm going to add a new folder and I call it concrete, and I moved this folder here into the concrete folder, and now I can add the color selection, the ID mask here, and pick the color for the concrete, and now I have only the concrete on my selected areas. This is good. And now we can add here in this folder, we can add the mossy material again. Go to materials, ground moss, and bring it in like that. And let's do black mask, and again let's go with the ground dirt, and now we have the ground dirt here, and this is looking good. So I'm going to lower the opacity of this a little bit, so like that, and maybe we can call it balancing here, so that's okay. And now let's add a fill layer, and the fill layer I'm going with a dark color here, and I don't want to have any no roughness and no metallic look. It should be just dirt, and I'm going to try an edge blur here. So now we have a little bit darker edges, and I hope this helps a little bit the texture when we print it. Like that. It's looking good. It's looking good so far, I think. Yeah, it's looking really good. So now let's go on and make the metal. So at first I'm going to materials, so let's go with really rough, let's see, rough steel, or let's put in rough steel. Okay, now the whole thing is made out of steel. This is not what I want. So let's make a folder, call it metal 1, and let's move the steel rough into this folder and give the folder this color selection here again, and let's go with that. And now we have the rough steel here. It's maybe we have to stylize this a little bit more. So we are going with what should we go with? Let's see, maybe a rust material. Let's see, rust. Do we have some rusty metal? With some painted metal. Rust. Let's see, do we have something? Steel dark, steel no steel rust. Let's see how it does that look. Let's bring it in and have a look on this material. But yeah, I think this is much better. This gives the roughness, this dirty look here. So we can remove that, or maybe we can just combine this here. So next step I want to do is bring some more rust into that. Let's see, we have a rust, a mask generator, or mask editor. Let's see, can we bring in a little bit more rust here? Yeah, more. Yeah, it's cool, but I want to have more. So let's go to the materials and let's see, we have rust here. We have something like that, rust fine. Let's bring in this rust fine here, and first let's just close down here and bring in the rust. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. It's looking really good. But I don't want it so much, so let's go to I have to close the mic real quick. sorry for that. My dad called. He has a problem with his printer, and yeah, it's always the same. I don't like this rust here, so maybe we're going not to use a map. Maybe we can use a brush for that. So we're going to brushes, and let's choose the dirt brush, and let's go in there and let's see how it looks if we paint it in. So this is cool. Yeah, let's paint here a little bit more rust into the door here, maybe in the middle with a little bit lower opacity here, just a little bit over that, and on the top as well. On the top they can, yeah, it's raining on the top, and I think we can paint here maybe a bigger brush here. So we can say this is like miniature figurine painting, but on a digital base. So, but we do it virtual, and then we're going to print out the thing. And I'm thinking about to provide you maybe a resin version of the model. Means that you can paint it by yourself. I think this is looking good. I want to do something with the door as well, but at first let's go with the screws here, and let's make now a folder. Let's call it nuts. So okay, and in the first place we're going to pick the ID mask and the color, and let's go to materials and give it let's give it steel battered, steel rough. Let's go for iron raw, iron rough. Let's go with iron. So let's go with that. And let's now switch back to the metal, to this one here. And we want to have the rust a little. Where's the rust? Rusty, here's the rust. Okay, we can paint a little bit more here, and maybe we do we are going to add another fill layer here, and I want to have this fill layer really on a black, well, let's go with a black color, but I don't want to have metalness. So okay, I want to have metalness this time. Let's go with a roughness like that. Let's go with that. I'm going to make this like I do it for CG Trade or something like that. And then we have a look. I will make a try at Shapeways and have a look how the metallic comes out, and if it looks good, then it's okay. If not, we have to try. We have to fake the metal. We have to hand paint the metal. Then we have to paint in the reflections and so on. So I think this is the way it comes out then, that we have to paint in the reflections, because we have only diffuse materials here. no metallic materials. So let's go and let's add a black mask, and let me lower the size of the dirt brush here, and let's just go in there and go around the screws, and let's paint some dirt there and here as well, and here, and maybe we should make it a little smaller again, and like that. So maybe maybe it looks very cool if you print it. I don't know yet. So I want to have some dirt here as well. And here. And here as well. Like that. So let's make it a little bit dirtier here and here as well. Maybe smaller and more. I hope this works out for our printing here, for especially this part here. So okay, let's see here as well. More dirt here as well. Just to have a little bit of a dirt. Okay, yeah, I like that. It's very good. So let's go to the nuts and let's push that, yeah, this in there. So let's bring in some rust here as well. So where's the rust? The rust is here. Bring in some rust. I don't think we need iron on that. So I think this is, if they are rusty, this is perfectly okay for that. But now I want to have all over the place again fill layer, and I want to have make some more dirt. No, this is not what we need. We need really we don't need roughness. Let's see, yeah, we don't need roughness here. So again, the black mask here, and now let's paint in some dirt here as well. So we can create the set up the brush a little bit, go down with the stroke opacity, and let's paint in here some dirt, just a light dirt. Like that. Okay, like that. And now let's go with a smaller brush and much higher opacity. A smaller brush still. And let's paint here the dirt into this edge here, like that. The cool thing about this Warhammer style is you don't have to think about about the realism, how much material you have used for that, because in this universe the resources seems to be endless, because they have so gigantic ships. And maybe you have read about what it takes to create a Death Star in Star Wars, and there's so much materials which are going into this thing. The ships in Warhammer are much more bigger, and yeah, so I think resources are not really matters in Warhammer. They're just there, but correct me if I'm wrong. So let's make this a little bit more dirty here, so like that, just going roughly over that, and well, yeah, it's looking pretty good. So now I want to have some dirt here as well on the door again, but I want to have on the door something else. So let's yeah, let's try something. Let's go to Smart Materials, go to Machinery, and let's bring this in here. And now the whole thing is made out of metal. But this is not what I want. What I want is I want to add a black mask and go to the polygon and just bring this in here. And going back to the painting mode and lower that just a little bit like that. So, and this is looking good. So we have here, maybe we should change the color to the Space Marine color of blue. Let's see real quick in the Warhammer side, the Space Marines, how they look like. Let's go back. Space Marines, here we have Space Marines. Okay, Space Marine, here we have a Space Marine. It's a pale blue. So $8. Okay. Cool. Okay, a pale blue. Let's go with a little bit darker blue. Let's go with more blue, but darker. Maybe with, no, it's too much red there. Oh, let's go with that. So this is our bunker. I think we are finished with the bunker. Maybe we can still make some here's some dirt in there. Let's go dirty. And this is, by the way, an online course I planned years ago about creating realism in 3D objects, and this course was called "Let's Get Dirty." but I never finished it. I don't know why, because maybe I had no time for that and so on. No, not, I don't know. So let's go in there and let's see. What I want to see is the finishing in a render. So I think this is looking good. Maybe we can bring up the size a little bit more and make it a little bit more dirty, and here as well. Maybe another brush here. Dirt splashes. Let me see, dirt splashes. What it looks like, a dirt splash. Oh, here. No, okay, this is not looking good. So dirt spots, dirt. Let's go with the basic soft and bring down the size and the opacity as well. I just paint in here some. It's too. See. Dirt. Let's go again with dirt. My favorite brush here. Want to have here a little bit more dirt on the edges. So. And now I want to try something. Let's go to the alphas and let's try to, no, let's go with another one with that. Oh no, let's go with that one here. And let's try something. And I don't want to have metal roughness color. I just want to have something like that. Nope. This is not what I want. Let me see how it looks. This, okay, maybe a little bit smaller. Oh yeah. I want to have something which looks like so let's go to the door as well. And let's see, brushes, and now I want to have I want to simulate like someone was shooting on the bunker. So let's scale it down again. One moment please. Again, my dad. Oh man. Yeah, I want to get rid of this here. Hello. So okay, size of the brush a little bit smaller, and maybe this is looking good here, and I should have some dirt here. Let's go with brush size. Let's go with a stroke opacity real high, and let's just paint in here some dirt like that and that. So some of this shooting at the wall, as well. It's here, so let's make some dirt here like that. Okay. Now what we can do is I lower the opacity of this layer just a little bit, and this one here as well, so that it's not too overdone here. So, and now let's have a look at the rendering, how it looks like. Hopefully my computer is not crashing right now. Okay, let's go to edit. Let's real quick save this here. Let's go to G, Warhammer Models, Bunker 1. Let's call it SP for Substance Painter, and let's call this here Bunker 1. And now let's go into another, let's go with, let's see, what's this? So let's go into that, and let's see, let's go with a clear color, and let's move that down. This is just Substance Paint is cool, but this slider here, this is ridiculous. Just bullshit. I don't know. Let's see, 20 is not what I need. Let's go with 23 or so. It's too much. It really sucks here. 22. Oh, let's go with that. So let's see. We go in there a little bit more, and we are going to have a look on this. And maybe we can move the lights a little bit so that we have the sun in the front or something like that. That's cool. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good. So we can override the screen resolution, going to 1080 and and let's render it. Well, we can render 60 seconds, and let's let's zoom in like that. Move it over, and now let's render. So I think this should work 3D printing, because we have not so much reflective materials. Maybe it works. We have stone materials, or let's have a look again on this side here, on the shapeways side. Shapeways, and let me see again the gallery. Let's see, metals. Okay, it's a little bit shiny here. Maybe when I'm going to print that, I'm going over that with a little bit clear coat on this places here, so that we can that we have a little bit of shininess in there, and on this as well, and maybe make it with a sponge a little bit more shiny. Yeah, I think this is cool. So I think we have done our first object, and I'm going to save that. And now should we try that? This is a little bit too dark here all over the place, so let's crank up the exposure a little bit. And I think this is cool. That's cool. And the sizes of a Space Marine. You can enter with your Space Marine here and can take cover. So again, save that. And maybe we can do something else. I'll do a stream now. 2 hours, more than 2 hours. You know what? I will finish the stream today, maybe this evening again, or maybe in an hour. I don't know. I have first to give my dog a little bit something to eat, and yeah, let's call it a day. Let's call it done with this model, and I will try maybe later I will try to import that to Shapeways and have a look on the model and figuring out how it works. And because they have changed the interface, like I said, I made this 2 years ago. Well, can you see that? One moment. Let's go to the big cam and let's pause the music. Yeah, okay, so I have to do something with the camera position. I look like I have a really big head and small shoulders, and then I have something like I look like that. And I'm not looking like that. Yeah, what I want to say is I have done this 2 years ago at Shapeways. It's a silver jewelry for my wife and for my daughter. Like I said, zodiac signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Sagittarius. Yeah. And this was printed 2 years ago. I made this for Christmas because I wanted to make something special, and this is the top is me, and this is my daughter, and this is my wife. So the thing is, I'm on the top not because I'm the male in the house. It is just because of the signs. I had to figure out how I can connect them without that it's not looking bad. And so I have connected this here and on this part here, and here as well. It's connected on this edge here, and here on the Taurus sign, and it's connected here on the bottom as well. This is just, I'm on the top just because sake of the model, so that it looks good, and nothing to do with the hierarchy in this house. We are all the same, so yeah. So okay, I think I'll now end the stream, and I will put this stream on YouTube as well, and then I will work on this on Shapeway, try to import that Shapeways, and yeah, let's see what comes out. And I think I do this, I don't know how many times I will cover the topic Warhammer. Maybe the next stream is about the game Empires and Tribes, where I'm creating graphics for 3D models, and you can look at the button here. Down there, there's a link to the site of the game Empires and Tribes, and yeah, there will be if it goes all. Yeah, if it goes not wrong, you will find a link to the Shapeway shop as well the next few days, I hope. But at first I want to have a print of this. And maybe if all goes good and I can afford it, I will buy myself a 3D printer, a small one, maybe. And then I can give giveaways of unpainted resin based prints. So yeah, just wait for it. There's so much what I want to do, what I'm planning to do, and yeah, so stay tuned, stay strong, and we will see us the next, I don't know, maybe tomorrow, maybe today, I don't know yet. Maybe it's a good idea if I put the videos, or when I'm going to stream to Twitter or somewhere else. I don't know yet how I do that, but if you are interested, just leave a follow here on Twitch, or a subscription on YouTube if you find this video on YouTube. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. And now I have to look in this direction because there I have the button to ending the stream.